was totally off topic. Today, we have breathing, meditation, movement. Now, our movements today, so remember I said we were going to have, on my thing, we had 6 asanas, or some people call them poses or postures, that I wanted to put us through and allow for the breath to flow in and out, and see where you could use retention breathing in there. And today we're going to tackle 2 more, and then from here on out we're going to start combining all of them. Okay. I have found my comfy cozy place is on my heels today. That's just where I'm at. It can be an easy pose for you. Some of you guys like to take deer pose, or deer asana here. Oh my gosh, and yesterday if you took deer, I didn't tell you to switch places. Oh my goodness, isn't that funny how my brain remembers that stuff? Okay, so this time I promise 50, if you're in deer pose, let's see, your deer asana. Okay, I got it. I'll let you know when to switch places. All right, settle down. And we don't even really have to settle the mind. That's like totally judgment, right? How about take your attention to underneath the nose and above the lip. Underneath the nose and above the lip. Anapana breathing. The action of bringing our attention to one specific thing is going to settle the mind. There's like science behind that. Then we can go into a process. Feeling the cold air go in and the hot air go out. It is so slight. Now maybe you found it, maybe you didn't. Either way, we're going to move around a little bit. Take the attention to the top of the head, and I want you to do your little straightening dance, all right? It's probably not a term I'll ever use again. I might use it from here on out, straightening dance, right? So you're taking the attention to the top of the head, and you're just going to make your way, do a little x-ray scan down the body, and notice what is leaning forward. If you're leaning forward, pull it back a little. If your chin is tipped too far forward, lift it up. If it's too far up, turn it down, right? Try to see if you're tipping at the hips. I went totally out of order. I'm so sorry. Start at the top of the head. Go between the eyes. Nose, lips, chin. My chin needs to go down a bit. Neck. I need to lower the shoulders. My hips are pretty even. I do have one toe crossed on top of another. I'm just going to leave it though. I'm going to go back to the breath. Inhale through the nose. Try to feel the sensation every single time. Heat and the cold. Now it's to a point, we've been doing this for a few days now. You'll notice it's very difficult to just stay, especially with the gongs and an outside noise, to stay at underneath the nose, above the lip. You go to in between the eyes very easily. You might even notice that you double close your eyes without even realizing. It's okay. All that means is that you are getting into a state of meditation more quickly than when we started. It's good. Well, it's not good and bad. It's helpful. If you are not there, that is okay. Stay with your tools. Stay with your scanning. But once we've done that one scan to kind of align the body, we're going to try not to move anymore. We're not judging the breath flowing in and out of the body, not the speed, the accuracy, how much. None of that matters. What matters is that it's happening. It's a 911 issue if that's not happening, okay? And now, if you haven't already, take the focus in between the eyes. And double close the eyes down. Does anything come to mind? Don't make it happen. It'll either be there or won't. It's okay if it's not. I mean, it's super okay if it's not. Just opening a book with no expectations of anything. We don't know what kind. Go back to the Anapana breathing. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Take your awareness to the top of the head and just feel if there's any sensation up there, cold, hot, numb, tingly. Go down to in between the eyes and then just scan down to the nose. Is it cold? Maybe you don't feel anything. There's no sensation to the lips. To the chin, to the neck. Any sensations, don't move. If you start to go off the mat and start thinking about other things, just pull it back in, back to the breath. Shoulders, chest. If it itches, If it hurts, just acknowledge it. Don't attach to it. Everything changes. Move past it. Hello, itchy. Nice to meet you. Move on. To the groin, hips, thighs. Hello, thighs. You're burning. I neither don't like it or like it. It's neither. It's an acknowledgement, sensation. The knees, shins, calves, toes. My toes are cold. It's okay. They will be hot again. And back up the body to the calves, hamstrings, hips, past lower butt, upper or middle butt, lower butt. Just acknowledge what's happening, maybe to the back, middle back. Hello, middle back. I feel you. It's okay. To the shoulders, right arm. Just go ahead and make a little circle around it. Just spiral up and around the shoulder. And imagine the spiral going from the bicep to the tricep and around to the elbow, acknowledging pressure. Where you're laying your hand, not moving it, acknowledging the sensation, always going back to the breath. Inhale and exhale. Down to the fingers. Back up the arm, direct line, top of the hand, wrist. How is that wrist today? No attachment. Elbow, shoulder, across the backside, the trapezius muscles, and let's do those little circles again, going forward, around the arm, circling to the elbow, circling the forearm, and down to the wrist and fingers. I'm noticing that a couple of my fingers are touching. Didn't notice that before. They neither hurt nor just pressure, not moving. Inhaling and exhaling. And gently take the focus up past the wrist, straight up the arm to the elbow, to the shoulder, and then back across to your heart center. And take a deep breath in through the heart, in through the nose. Hold it. Exhale through the nose. Hold it, keeping your attention at your heart center. Inhale. Hold it. Nothing else has your attention. You're holding your breath. Exhale. Hold it. Nothing's moving. Inhale. Hold it. Longest hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Hold it. Have no attachment to this. There is nothing in there. Your body will take care of itself. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Gently pull the chin down to the chest. Roll your body forward, whether you are on your heels or crisscross applesauce. Come forward enough to be able to come onto all fours. If you were on your heels, you might need a little bit of rain happening in the tops of the feet. I do. So I'm going to give a little pitter-patter. Just get the nervous system flowing, the blood flowing. Massive compression behind the knees. All right, flip the toes over. We are going to take a down dog, hips up and back. Oh, maybe we're not. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, down dog. Please do not think this is your best down dog of all down dogs. Your knees can be bent. The idea of down dog is to engage the front side of the body. Actually, it's a full body tension asana. Elbows are twisted towards your knees. Shoulders are actually down, so you're depressing the shoulders. Ears are by your biceps. Knees can be bent. That does not matter. Your heels do not have to touch the ground. This is a great giant hinge. This is a karate chop at the hip. So if there's any rounding of the spine, I want you to try to remove that by almost sticking your lower butt or middle butt up to the sky. It's going to depend on what your mobility level is. Press the ground away with the hands. All right. Now, as you pull yourself forward, pull the right knee towards your right wrist. Your left leg is behind you. This is an asana called pigeon. Now, I have you to the side, so you're able to see, hi there, this is my right foot. So the 3 o'clock side leg is across to 9 o'clock. There are many variations of pigeon. Many, many, many. The one thing that is an absolute for pigeon to be a pigeon is that the knee that you have bent up towards the front of your body has to be externally rotated. The hip needs to be. So the knee needs to be more towards that side of the body. Okay? Now I'm going to face you so I can show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to take my arms out super wide. So this is not pigeon, my friends. Do you see how my actual ball and socket is going directly forward? This is pigeon. Okay? There's a difference. This is not, because if I bring my knee forward, my heel forward here, I'm tweaking my knee at this point. If I have my knee out to the side and allow for the ball and socket of my hip to rotate, this is pigeon. Okay. All right. Many different levels here. Eventually, I need your elbows somehow on either a towel or on blocks. But we're going to come down to elbows. Staying up here, you're not going to be able to do the breath that I'm going to ask you to do. So if you had blocks, that'd be great. Just come on down. We're still making our way into pigeon. You're still holding it. I am counting. All right. Bend the elbows. Take your thumbs. Press the ears down. Your little fingers, ring fingers. This is your little B breath. Take an inhale. Hands back down to your mat. Walk yourself up. Some people would call this a proud pigeon. Some people, you just say, oh, this is my pigeon. And you go, okay, I get that. Breakdancing time. Lower down to your right hip. Notice how your right foot is out to the side. You're going to take this left foot and bring it directly to the right. Boom, butterfly. Mudra. Left hand on the bottom, right hand on top. Take them underneath your toes and then pull your thumbs together. Now that might make you hinge forward a little bit. I can actually pull in some and lift my chest up, and my knees can go down a little. That doesn't mean it's good or bad or indifferent if that's not happening for you. Maybe the mudra is too much. Don't do it. It's okay. Let's go back to our Anapana breathing. Inhale. Inhale through the nose and out through the nose. Now with this mudra and in this particular position, I'm actually having a hard time finding my Anapana breathing. I'm going to back off the mudra. That might be a little bit too much information for me today, but I am going to stay in butterfly, although I'm going to give myself a little bit of a break and make butterfly a little bigger, pulling the feet out. And my feet just happen to still touch. Yours might not. Come back to the mat. It's okay. There's lots of stuff out there. There's plenty of stuff out there. We don't have to be there right now. At all. I promise. Go back to the top of the head and just give yourself a scan. Your pace, your timing. Just go down to each body part, going down the body, feeling for the sensation. You're not moving it. Just feeling, recognizing not attaching. Just a simple scan. Going back up. Small amount of breakdancing. Once you get up to the top, you're going to keep your left leg up at the top. This right leg is going to go behind you. Now I realize that not everybody is going to be able to do this, okay? So I was here, lowered down onto my 9 o'clock forearm, 9 o'clock butt cheek or left butt cheek, straighten the 3 o'clock leg or the right leg, and now I'm gonna roll towards the floor, right shoulder's coming down. Now look at that. There's the pigeon that I told you not to do, right, where the knee was in the middle of the body. So I'm gonna use my driver, right? My driver is my left hand, my 9 o'clock hand, and it'll switch to my right hand. But right now, my driver is this guy, the guy on the ground. I'm gonna drive over and push myself up. Now, my driver changed to the other side, but let me face you all again. Okay, so I was here. Okay. I went down, straightened, took it behind me, driver, pushed myself over. Okay. Now, I'm wearing all black. See this guy right here, right? It is not here. That's not it. It's here. Are you freaking kidding me? All the prescriptions I've been taking, it's insane. Okay. All right. They have no idea the amount of anxiety that when they call you and do those autos, anybody that actually has anxiety, oh my gosh, that like quadruples it. I've tried to make them stop too, so don't try to tell me, oh, you shouldn't. Oh my God, that gives me just as much anxiety. Okay. All right. That's right, fallible, right here. Okay, so if you're up high here, I get it. If your foot, even if your foot doesn't come forward as mine, now this is my tighter hip, okay, no judgment, okay? So if my foot needs to be closer in to my groin, that's fine. The knee that's bent still needs to be on the outside of the body. Still needs to have an external rotation. Now I've been working on this one, at least on this leg, so I'm gonna push myself a little bit to come up. All right, here we go. Elbows down to the ground, thumbs to the ears. Close off the nose with the ring fingers, inhale. Gently lower the arms down. We are going to hang out here just for another few moments, evening the sides. Another little thing you can play with is to the bent knee, the foot that's forward. Not only should there be no knee pain, but you can try to roll to the side of the foot, the razor edge side of the foot. So, like I'm gonna kick the wall. Now, it is one of the harder things I have ever tried to do, and that sounds a little weird. So if your brain can't get there, I get it. And gently break dance, lower back down to the left hip. And then wherever you started from, if you started on your deer pose, I want you to go to the other side of deer pose. If you started on your heels, go back to your heels. I actually started on my heels. I'm not going back to my heels. I'm going to go to crisscross applesauce, but opportunity for those that went to deer pose for it to be on the other side. Now, this breath with movement today was not, the breath was not as fluid, but did you notice how the movements were more fluid? Going from one to the other, to the other, to the other, right? There will come a time when the viscosity, the liquidity, the ability for the synovial fluid inside the joints, the ability for the mind to wrap itself around the smoothness, for our breathing to know that it can be a circle. Truly nothing ever stops. And as a whole, and universal, our entire community, the community in my house, the community in my town, the community in our state, the community of our country, our continent, our world, as astral beings, it all is a circle. There really is never a stopping point. There is no getting there. There is no right amount of money. There is no perfect car. There's absolutely no job, no human, no anything that will be a complete other than acknowledging that we are already complete. We are already a circle. We do not get to worthiness. We do not get to grace. It's already happening. And just one little teeny tiny thing. To imagine those muscles on top of the shoulders. And as you drop your tongue away from the roof of your mouth, I want you to exhale through your mouth, and I want you to drop those muscles and relax them down. My chin comes down with it, my shoulders roll forward a little bit. I want you to do that again. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, open the mouth, let the jaw drop, tongue drops, let the shoulders fall. One more. Inhale. That feeling right there, I want you to take through your day. It brings the hand to each other. We're bowed, thumbs to the nose, thumbs to the lips, thumbs to the heart. It is my honor and my privilege to take you through this session. Namaste.